Welcome back to Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. I am Jamie G. Esquire the fifth, and Thursday night is a great night for football. I'm here with the man of many M's, Magnum Mills, to discuss our favorite wagers for the Week 8 Thursday night football matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and Los Angeles Rams. Mills, I'm not going to lie, man. I was really excited when I thought this was a Los Angeles Stallions game.
Yeah. I think you're kind of setting me up here, but I'm not a Boy Scout, but I was the last Boy Scout, and Axel Foley taught me to not fall for the banana in the tailpipe. I mean, I could ask you, why did Mr. Milo cross the road? But you're gonna have to watch the rest of this episode of Bet It, Bank It, Blow It to find out the answer. Bet It, Bank It, Blow It is presented by CSGAF Fantasy Football, and you can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. We're on social media at CSGAPFF, same place on the web, CSGAPFF.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like the flaps, FLAPS. Follow, like, and please subscribe. It's very crucial to our success. So if you had fun, we'd really appreciate it if you could click the thumb.
As is our custom, we'll begin with a little transparency time. Mills, how we doing this season and specifically Thursday night football?
Well, Thursday night is a great night for wagering as far as the season. Right now, as a show, we are up overall about 1,858 cricket coins being the preferred currency of Bet It, Bank It, Blow It. This includes our favorite wagers, favorite props, our lottery ticket long shots, our touchdown wagers, our bankroll battle wagers, and our tripod time wagers. Jamie G, technically, our collaborative tripods are in the lead, up 2,461 coins on the season. I am slightly in the green, up about 221 coins. You are down about 824 coins, but you're trending upward recently, so doing good things. We want to keep that rolling. And as far as Thursday night football, as a show, we're up about 1,434 coins. Personally, I am up about 1,106. You are up about 928, but this one we're being taken down by our collaborative wagers, down 600 on the season. So not too shabby. We're both in the green. Somehow we're not fitting, well as a team. We need to work on that. You always want the sum of the parts to be greater than that of the individuals. We're working on it. Let's see if we can get that on track this week. Green all the way across the board. Feeling it just like some nice, freshly cut grass.
Before we get into our picks, I want to remind you guys always check for the latest news, weather, and injury reports. You should also shop around. Make sure you're getting the best odds on your bets. Use whatever sports book that's legally available in your state. All sorts of crazy cool specials out there too. Take advantage of them. All of our information, it's accurate as of Tuesday, October 22nd. And we're getting our odds and wagers from this DraftKings Sportsbook. We are not affiliated with DraftKings in any way, but it's not for a lack of trying. Just send us some swag, DraftKings. Let us be your guys. That's it. Ring the bell. It's time for Tail of the Tape.
This is week 8, Thursday night. It's a great night for football. We have the Minnesota Vikings, who are 5-1, traveling to Los Angeles to face the Rams, who are 2-4. Thursday, October 24th, 2024. Kickoff is at 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. Watch it on Prime Video. Currently, according to the DraftKings Sportsbook, the Minnesota Vikings are 2.5-point road favorites, minus 148 on the money line, while the Los Angeles Rams are 2.5-point home underdogs, plus 124 on the money line. The game total is 48 points. No weather concerns, as we have a enclosed stadium we're working with here in LA. As far as the injury report, Minnesota has a few players listed as questionable. I would expect all of them to play. It is possible that tight end TJ Hockenson sees his first action of 2024. I don't think so, but even if he is in there, I would expect him to play a very limited role, call it 10 to 12 snaps, although maybe he could have a couple of red zone looks. Who knows? On the Rams side of the ball, wide receiver Cooper Kupp is expected to make his return, but we are unsure of what his workload will be. Wide receiver Jordan Whittington is also questionable, and that could definitely matter when it comes to your wagers and DFS plays fantasy football leagues. Tight end Tyler Higbee has been designated to return from IR, but again, even if he plays, I would expect a reduced role coming off the ACL and MCL injuries. So, Jamie G, all things considered, not that bad for a short week injury report about halfway through the season. I want to say, oh boy, the Rams need this one, but now you've got this Cooper Kupp trade narrative going on here. The Vikings just came out of the bye. They lost one to the Lions. They don't want to lose the second one. Any overall thoughts on this game, both from a wagering standpoint, narrative standpoint, anything jump out at you?
Yeah, it's an interesting one here, Mills, because there's a lot of big names, but I don't know that there's any real certainty on the production associated with those names. I mean, you're sitting here, you've got the return of Cooper Kupp, but how rusty will he be? Stafford, will he have time to hit any of the receivers with the Flores blitz scheme? Flores is going to be out for blood after it didn't work last week the way he wanted to against the Lions. The Darnold Vikings experiment, it's been showing some cracks the last couple of weeks. Can Jefferson have the big day? Can Jonesy continue to shine? Will Addison or Naylor make an impact? I think Rams D is stingy, but a bunch of youth and kind of no names out there. So I think it's going to be an interesting matchup. I think I'm likely to just rely on the stars in this game and not try to get too cute. But I think overall it's going to be an interesting matchup.
I agree with basically everything you said there, especially interesting, how that Stafford and the Rams will deal with the blitz. You mentioned Jared Goff really made the Vikings pay last week. A lot of it comes down to individual matchups, I think. Do you want Kyren Williams? Do you want Aaron Jones? Do you want Justin Jefferson? Do you want Cooper
Yeah.
Kupp? You do you want Matthew Stafford? Do you want Sam Darnold? So I think in that case, it's a little interesting that it's a little bit more tit for tat, kind of apples to apples than it is some weeks. Let me ask you, Jamie G, if there's a blowout in this game, which team do you think's on the winning side? I would say the Vikings. Do you differ at all?
No, I'd say the Vikings. I just don't see the huge offensive explosion from the Rams. I know Cup's coming back and everything, but I just don't see that.
All right, so I think it answers this. What do you think is more likely? We get a game total under 40 or over 55?
Under 40.
I think you're probably right. I mean, we saw the Rams offense really struggle against the Raiders last week. I would have really felt a lot better if they would have really put some points on the board, but the Raiders gave them short fields multiple times, and the Rams really struggled with basically everything outside of Kyren Williams. And it's not like he's been super effective. He's just been very good at punching it in the end zone. So it's certainly a lot of factors in play here. Let's figure out how we're going to make some bucks off it.
Yeah, we're gonna kick off the action here with our favorite wagers. These are our favorite non-prop wagers for the game. Don't worry, props are coming up next. Mills, I'm gonna start us off here, man. I like just plain old-fashioned Minnesota minus 2.5. I really like this. It's minus 122. 100 cricket coins here. We'll take home about 182 cricket coins. I think they win this game, and I think they win it at a minimum of a field goal. So I like Vikings minus 2.5. I'm going to do another one, Hill Mills, something I don't do a lot of. People are all over the place on how they feel about teasers. Some people go heavy on teasers each and every week. Some people don't like them. I'm going to play one here, but I think I found kind of the perfect storm, if you will. And I really like this, Mills. I'm gonna tease the Rams up to plus 8.5 and the under to up to 54 total points. So Rams plus 8.5, under 54 on the 6 point teaser. It's minus 120. 100 cricket coins here will take home about 183. I like this, Mills. I think the likelihood of the Rams covering 8.5 and it being under 54 is very high.
I have two wagers myself. First one's very similar to yours. I am just going to go ahead and buy up to the key number. Give me Minnesota minus three, plus 100 straight up, going to the alternate spread there. I'll deal with the possible push. It is what it is. Going from the minus 122 to the plus 100 is enough for me there. So 100 cricket coins to bring back 200. And I want to do something with the total. I couldn't quite land on it. The best number I found was the first half total. Minnesota at the Rams, under 23 and a half in the first half, minus 105. 100 coins to bring back 195.23. The cricket change, as Jamie G likes to call it. Not too bad there. I feel pretty confident. 24 might get you 14 to 10, but I do feel that it could be a couple of field goals here. Really, I think the main concern is that the Vikings score two touchdowns, then you run into a little bit of trouble. Other than that, I feel pretty good about the 23 and a half under in the first half, especially like the 105 on it.
Yeah, I like that too. I feel pretty good about that under, Mills. I like what you're doing there. And I hope you don't get whiplash because we're heading to the top of the props. We've each got a couple of our favorite prop bets and wagers to wet your whistle, fatten your wallet too. That's our goal. Mills, take it from the top.
Wet Whistle and a Fat Wallet sounds like a great NoFX album from back in the day, or at least some kind of ska punk album. I am feeling that, and I am feeling these three props, my favorite props for the top of the props. First up, our guy Jonesy, Aaron Jones, Vikings running back. Give me 25 plus receiving yards, minus 110. Standard 100 coins to bring back 191 basically with the change there. Not you could get crazier. You could go to 40. You could do the combined. I don't mind all of those things, but I feel very confident in the 25 plus there for the receiving yards on the Jonesy. I'm going to go to the other side of the ball for Tutu Atwell over 40 and a half rushing plus receiving yards, minus 115. So 100 coins to bring back about 187. Generally does get a rushing attempt or two per game. I like the way that you got the juice a little bit better there by then going just with the straight up receiving yards. So that's why I went for the combo package. And then finally, I think they're going to win, but I still think he is going to turn it over at least once. Give me Sam Darnold over 0.5 interceptions. Again, minus 110 on that one. So 100 cricket coins to bring back about 191. Like Jamie G mentioned, been going a little bit shakier as far as the Sam Darnold experiment. Still throwing touchdowns, but now he's definitely adding in some interceptions to the mix. Feel very confident in him throwing at least one. Jamie G, it's your turn to take us to the top of the props.
Absolutely. I'm going to start off with Sunshine Sam. Sam Darnold here. I got him over 238 and a half passing yards. I think he's, able to throw the football on this Rams secondary. And I think that he hits some of his big players for some big ones here. It's minus 115, over 238 and a half passing yards. And the interesting thing here, Mills, I'm going to put 100 cricket coins on this bad boy. I'm going to win 187. That's good math. I also have the Jonesy here. You know I love Jonesy. Aaron Jones over 100 plus rush receiving yards. I went ahead and just did that. It's not a whole hell of a lot different. It's only minus 105. So either way you play this, either Mills's or mine, I think you're good to go. 100 cricket coins there to take home 195. I just had to feed the narrative that he's going to be passing the football, and a lot of those are going to go to Jonesy here. And then Minnesota over 26 and a half points. I think the team total here certainly gets there. I could see him getting 30 points in this game, minimum 27. So I like this. It's plus 114. 100 cricket coins there, take home 214.
I am feeling that. I like all of those actually. Even the one I'm even kind of iffy on is the Darnold prop, and I think he probably gets there. So I might be getting a little bit of my own action on those props at the very top.
We can't promise to help you get rich quick, but we can send you on your way with our lottery ticket Longshots. It's not boardwalk money, but we're starting with reading Railroad and working our way up from there. Mills, I'll go first here. I got a nice two-leg single game parlay. Feeling pretty good about this one, man. I got Sam Darnold on the 300 plus passing yards. That's plus 450 on its own. And then I got Jonesy, Aaron Jones, 100 plus rushing and receiving yards, minus 105. That gives me a total 950 plus 950 odds here. 100 cricket coins. We will take home 1,050. I like that one, Mills.
I have to like that one. I'm definitely on the Jonesy part, so it just comes down to the difference between like Sam Darnold 275 and 300. But for the odds boost you get, I'd like that at plus 950. I am not quite that bold. I am also going to go with a two-leg single game parlay. Mine is only plus 750, and it's really more of a one-player parlay. I have Justin Jefferson, 2 plus anytime touchdown scorer, and Justin Jefferson 100 plus receiving yards. You put those two together, it's plus 750, 100 coins to bring back 850. I figure if he gets to 100 yards, there's probably one long touchdown in there, just needs to tack one on. And sometimes you get a little bit better correlation with these one player plays, which is why the odds should be a little bit sweeter. They're not that great, but I have confidence in Justin Jefferson. He is a man amongst boys. So I like that. 100 plus receiving yards, 2 plus anytime TD score. Justin Jefferson plus 750. Bank it.
Get ready because I don't care where you are. I don't care what your clock says. Right here, right now, it's tripod time. We've got our three-leg single game parlay to help you get your weekend and your holiday shopping started off real proper like. Mills, show us the legs.
Oh, legs for days, and we are going to break you off real proper like. Right up top, we're going with one of my props, the Aaron Jones 25 plus receiving yards, minus 110. Easy peasy. Then we got one of Jamie G's, the Sam Darnold over 238.5 passing yards, minus 115. What do we need to make that happen? A little interception magic. How about Matthew Stafford over 0.5 interceptions? That one's minus 105. You put them together, it's not crazy. You're not going to get rich, but it's plus 550. You put $100 on that bad boy, you're bringing home 650. Then you're going to put that 650 on something, bring home 10 G's, and then you're in business. That's how it works. It's just like that. It's just that simple. Aaron Jones, 25 plus receiving yards. Sam Darnold over 238.5 passing yards. Matthew Stafford over 0.5 interceptions, plus 550. Bank it.
Mills, anything else before we get out of here?
I was always a big fan of the Book It Pizza Hut program. That was really cool. I wish we could start a similar Bank It program with a pizzeria that's as good as Pizza Hut was back in the day. I don't know why, but 80s Pizza Hut just hit differently than it does now.
100%. The whole vibe in there was incredible. And yeah, there was nothing like earning.
I do have the red plastic cups. You can buy them on Amazon. It's like $10 for 4 of them. Pretty
with
awesome.
The pitcher. Yeah, great, good stuff. Ah, man. Reading a book and getting a free personalized pan pizza. What a time to be alive. What a time for you, because this is a wrap on Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, Thursday Night Football edition. Thank you guys for checking us out. Give us a thumb, subscribe so you don't miss a single one of these. We do this each and every week. Main slate, night slate, island games, you name it. We got you covered. I want to see who you're taking, what action you getting in this game. Send me the slip, baby. Just the slip. Slide it in to the DMs. Mills will let you know where you can find all of our stuff.
Hey, if you got some good picks, I would rather be profitable than smart. And hopefully you're on your way to being profitable because you just checked out Bet It, Bank It, Blow It, presented by CSGAP Fantasy Football. Thanks again for checking out our program. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube. We're on social media at CSGAPFF. Same place on the World Wide Web, CSGAPFF.com. Very simple and easy to remember, just like those flaps. FLAPS. Oh boy, are they crucial to our success. Follow, like, and please subscribe. If you had fun, please remember the thumb. I'm Magnum Mills. He's Jamie G. And remember, we can help you bet it. We can help you bank it.
But blowing it is up to you.
It's riddle time.
Why did Mr. Milo cross the road?
I don't know why.
Because his dick was stuck in a chicken.
Furball?
Yeah,